All right, so we continue with MVP World 11 with C++ MVPs. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Angel Hernandez. I'm originally from Caracas, Venezuela, but I'm an Australian MVP, believe it or not.
Australian MVP?
Yeah, sure.
Wow. Excellent, man.
And I'm here with my mates, my friends, my fellow MVPs, enjoying the summit.
Excellent.
Hi, my name's PJ Noctor. I'm a C++ MVP. I'm from Ireland. I've been working Visual C since the good old days, 1994, 1995. Been through every compiler since then, and enjoying life on the dark side of native mode development.
Oh, the dark side. Well, dark matter, but I hear you. That terminology, but you know why we use that term, right?
Yeah.
Because you're everywhere.
Oh yeah.
So we can't necessarily see you.
But you're everywhere, but you don't matter.
No, you do matter. In fact, dark matter is what shapes the galaxy. All right.
I'm Tom Surface, and I've been around and I've known PJ about as long as he said, from the mid-'90s sometime.
Nice.
And I'm a C++ MVP as well, and I still enjoy writing native code. Do it about half of my time.
Okay.
And I'm really enjoying the summit. It's been a really great time.
Excellent.
Hi, I'm Sheng Jiang from China. Originally from China, now I'm in the United States. C++ MVP. My contribution was originally mostly in Chinese, but since I moved to the United States, got better in English, so I contribute a lot in English forums too. I got into C++ in 1999, switched from BASIC.
Wow, there's a jump.
Yes, and from DOS to Windows.
Okay.
And then got seduced by Managed Code, Dark Energy.
Managed Code, Dark Energy?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes, right now I write about 20% C++, 80% in C#.
Okay.
Basically, server side, what I can control is in Managed Code. On the client side, or hardware I cannot control, I need to run in limited hardware, then I use C++.
Excellent. So I'm going to keep it here and keep up. So you actually were the MVP of the year.
Yes.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
Very nice.
So now, what does it mean to be an MVP?
To be an MVP actually is two phases. One is to our community members. Then I represent Microsoft. I relay the information that is not banned from any ADA information.
Sure.
And to the members, and basically keep them up with the news and help them to make decisions about technology, what is deprecated, what is in development. And to Microsoft, I represent their customers. So I push the product team, say you need to do this, you need to add that.
Excellent.
Yes, basically in the recent years I do a survey on what my community members are complaining about Visual C++ and relate the suggestions and the rants to the product team and see how it goes. Sometimes they got a fix in the next version or in SP. Sometimes they got to postpone. They always had good suggestion.
Cool. Excellent. Well, nice work.
Thank you.
Now I'll ask you the same question. I mean,
What does it mean to be an MVP?
yeah. I mean, and how do you do it?
Well, for me, it's always been about kind of helping people solving technical challenges.
Okay.
Work a lot on the news groups. Used to be news groups, now it's the forums, and just answering questions for people, trying to solicit and encourage community and get people answering and talking to each other and being involved in the language. I get probably more than I give back from it just by being part of the community, which is an exciting thing. And I also write blog entries, and as Sheng said, we are sort of advocates for people who use C++ with the developers here. And one of the good things that we found over the years at these MVP summits is that the development team here is really eager to get our input. And that's something that people ought to know, is that Microsoft is excited about community input, and that's one of the things that makes it really fun almost to be an MVP, is
Right on.
kind of elected representatives.
Yes, you are.
Ambassadors.
You're ambassadors from the empire, man. Very good, very good.
For myself, it's probably two things. One is the networking opportunities, meeting with, people who are much more experienced than yourself, bringing up your education level. And then from end users who contact me using my code and so on, it would be they challenge me to actually add new features, and it helps me to learn new functionality in Windows and add it in that I haven't known about myself. So I think it's mainly education for myself, and then obviously giving back to the community is always a great feeling as well,
Sure.
when you feel a bit of appreciation coming back, so it works both ways.
Excellent.
Well, being an MVP is a pretty cool thing. I've been an MVP for the last 7 years, and this is my first year as a Visual C++ MVP. I moved from the managed world into the dark side of the force, into the Visual C++ MVP arena. And like I was talking to PJ last night, I wish I had people like us 15 years ago, because we didn't have, the internet wasn't the big thing, and it was very hard to find information. But with MVPs, it's all about community. Mm-hmm. Like we said before, we're ambassadors, and we're keen on sharing and transferring information and knowledge, and that's a very good thing. Like Tom said before as well, we usually give more than what we get back, but we love it.
Excellent, man. Well, hey, I think Microsoft, really loves having people like you out in the real world being incredible evangelists and helping these guys that you're learning from today to do the right thing, and hopefully they deliver the right thing over time, because I know they're listening to you. So now there's a new version of C++ coming out that we've been talking about for 10 years, I think now. What are you really looking forward to? I've been asking the MVPs, like what are some of the things in C++ OX that you're excited about?
For instance, lambdas.
Okay.
They are pretty cool, actually. There are some other features like regex and some other enhancements that they are going to be made to the current standard. Mm-hmm. That's it, pretty much, from my humble opinion.
Okay.
We don't have anything. We don't have anything to envy from the managed world, because now C++ is now getting into the spotlight once again.
Sure, absolutely it is.
I'm myself, I'm an MFC guy, so I actually haven't used many of the features myself. This year, hopefully, I'll actually start using some of it. In work, we'll be moving up to Visual Studio 2010 for production, probably sometime this year. And hopefully I'll be getting around to learning some of this stuff myself and rolling it out, in our code. So
Sure.
it should be a good learning experience.
Absolutely.
Tens and tens of thousands of code lines to go through, and picking out the bits you need and keeping the code that doesn't need it. So it's going to be a big job, but should be good fun.
Excellent, man.
And I also do a lot of MFC programming, but I find little additions like the auto variable type, where it takes on the nature of the variable that needs to be at the time, is a really handy feature, and lambdas. But one of the things I found in 2010 that I really like a lot is the addition back, or the adding back of the class wizard that we had back from VC6, and it actually. One of the mantras going into VS210 for us as C++ programmers was that the 10 was the new 6, basically, and they really came through with them. At last year's summit, we talked about that, and they really came through by adding that class wizard back in, because it really makes the wizards usable again for MFC programmers like PJ and myself, so I appreciate that. And I've been to several of these summits, and I can tell you that every year I come, and every new release that comes out, I see features being added that I heard talk about in the room we were just in there, so it's really a pleasure to see that they listen.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Yes, that's the feature we pushed for years, and finally see the complete version. Except when you first run it, you need to wait for the SDF to generate. That takes a few moments. For the C++ OX, I think the best functionality I see will improve code quality a lot is the lambda expression, where you don't need to take the function out of the loop, and then when you modify, you don't need to change two places for the parameters and their names. So I think that will help the code readability a lot.
Excellent. Well, I don't want you guys to miss this next talk, so thank you for being MVPs, and I hope you have enjoyed this. And we could talk for a lot longer about what you specifically do, but then again, I mean, you probably want to learn about what's coming up next.
Yes, sir.
No, we need to go in there and be part of the community again.
Hey, thank you, man.
Thank
Keep on
you.
keeping on.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank